Game 1 of opening night of the 2016-2017 NBA season. And by now, I'm sure all of you know what happened. First half of the first quarter, Gordon Hayward went down with what is diagnosed as a broken left ankle. I mean, when you saw it happen live, you knew it wasn't good. At first, we all thought it might have been a broken leg, weren't too sure, but whatever it was, we knew it wasn't good. And now with recovery time plus the rehab time, it's not hard to imagine that he will have to miss the entire season. Unless the Celtics make some type of deep playoff run, then maybe he comes back, but who knows. This sucks, man. I really feel for the guy. I mean, first game of the season and you go down with an injury like this. I mean, you put all that work in over the offseason, developing your game, learning plays, adjusting to a new system, and this happens? Prayers up to Gordon Hayward. I really wish this didn't happen. This completely sucks. That being said though, if you are a Boston Celtics fan, you should be proud of your team for the fight they put up yesterday. After Hayward went down, things started to get a bit out of hand. The Cavs kept pulling further and further away behind some great first half play from D-Rose and then LeBron. Got a lead that was eventually as big as 18. I thought it was pretty much over at that point. However, after the halftime break, the Celtics seemed to have calmed down, got themselves together a bit, and made a push to make it a really good game up until the very end. Jason Tatum and Marcus Smart were huge in that third quarter. Smart does need to stop shooting the ball, especially from distance, but other than that, he was doing everything else really well. Hustling, being a pest on defense, getting rebounds, steals. He was the guy that I think kind of energized the Boston Celtics in that second half. And then after a shaky first half, which you could expect, getting those rookie nerves out the way, Jason Tatum started to play more like the guy that we were expecting him to play like. He wasn't forcing anything, he was just taking the game that came naturally to him, taking what was available and making shots. I believe he had like 10 points in that third quarter, which was huge. And also, Jaylen Brown, kid is going to be special. 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals. Yeah, he gonna be very nice. He has to keep working on that 3-point shot, only 2 of 9 from deep, but you know, his defense wasn't bad. And then he has a pretty good driving game. Of course, we all know he's crazy explosive and athletic. He was finishing well around the rim for the most part. And lastly, for the Boston Celtics, you got Kyrie Irving. See, now there is regular Kyrie Irving, and then there is Kyrie Irving Untucked edition. And once that jersey is untucked, you know it's about to get real. He was pretty good for the Celtics too last night. He hit and missed some pretty big shots. I mean, when the Celtics gonna get anything going on offense, he would often just make something out of nothing. That's what he can do. That's what he does better than anything. 8 of 17 from the field, 22 points, but more importantly, he had 10 dimes. Before the season started, people were like, oh, I don't know if he can make plays. Well, he can. So yeah, Celtics fans should be extremely proud of the fight their team put up. And even though they lost Gordon Hayward, it still looks like they will be a really good team. But get well soon, Gordon Hayward. As for the Cavs though, it was really all LeBron pretty much. I mean, 29 points, 16 rebounds, and 9 assists. For real, I didn't even think he was having that great of a game until like sometime in the second half when the announcer said he had like 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists or something like that. I mean, it's LeBron. Other than that though, Rose showed some flashes, like mainly in the first half of his explosiveness, attacking the rim, his crossover. That was looking really nice. But yeah, pretty much thanks to LeBron, they were able just to hold on and grind out the 102-99 win. The Golden State Warriors officially got their new championship rings yesterday, and those things are loaded with diamonds. I believe the count is 31. 31 diamonds. 31. 3-1. I feel like that used to be some kind of a joke or something. Nah, but for real, those rings are dope. And the Warriors start off the game looking pretty dope too. They came out the gate looking like they were already ready for a game 7 of the finals or something. Klay Thompson was hitting a shot every time he touched the ball. They were getting all the rebounds, all those loose balls, forcing turnover after turnover. Things were just looking really good for the Golden State Warriors. Looked like it was about to be one of their textbook blowout games until the Houston Rockets started to get going too later in that first quarter. They made a bit of a run, got back into the game, and it was capped off by James Harden going into his bag of tricks at the end of the first quarter to beat the 3 at the buzzer. However, in the second and third quarter, the Warriors started to pull away again. Went up by as much as 17 at one point, I believe, led by none other than, you guessed it, Swaggy Pete, Nick Young off the bench. Who needs Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant when you got Swaggy Pete? Dude was lighting it up as soon as he came into the game. 23 points, 8 of 9 shooting from the field, 6 of 7 shooting from deep. He's gonna fit right into the Golden State Warriors. He'll be fine. Great game from him off the bench, but now that we're talking about the bench, I guess this would be a good time to mention the MVPs of the game, the Houston Rockets bench. They only played 3 players, yo. The Rockets only have an 8-man rotation, but all 3 of those guys off the bench were huge last night. Luke Bahamute, 14 points. PJ Tucker, 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 of 6 from deep. And Eric Gordon, you would think that if he has a night where he goes 0 of 6 from deep, that he wouldn't be very effective at all, but dude was still killing it with 24 points, a clutch steal, and even had 2 blocks as well. It was thanks to them that the Rockets were able to fight back from that 17-point second half deficit and come away with a narrow 122-121 win that would have been a 123-122 loss if Kevin Durant had just a split second more at the end. He hit the shot, but it was slightly after the buzzer, so it didn't count. Game over. So that was the game. And as for the whole James Harden Chris Paul dynamic, it wasn't bad yesterday, not at all. Not perfect, but I mean, they had 21 assists between the 2 of them, so obviously it wasn't bad either. Some people were worried that Chris Paul would just dribble the air of the ball like he had been doing with the Clippers and the Hornets, only passing when he was going to get his team a bucket. But the ball was moving for the Houston Rockets. They were making plays and guys were hitting shots. Yeah, except for Chris Paul. But they look pretty good on the court together. Paul finished with 4 points, 11 assists, 8 rebounds, while Harden had 27 points, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds. But that wraps up all the action of day 1 of the 2017-2018 NBA season. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. You can go vote for the first player of the day by following the link down in the description box below. Remember, only players whose team won are eligible to win player of the day. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more daily NBA highlights. I'll be back later with the daily NBA news. So until then, keep getting the buckets, Team STC, and I'm out of here.